This week is Meet the Teacher Day, and before you head out, I'd like to share a couple of tips that I use to try to keep all that paperwork straight. We have 4 children, and trying to keep up with all the different teachers, their classroom procedures, and their expectations can be challenging. So maybe my tip will help you. Before I go, I have different colored folders bought for each of the children. I buy these kinds of folders that have the pockets in them. Sometimes I buy the brads. This particular time I did not. And before I go, I label the child's name. Now you don't have to use this fancy sticker. You can just use a permanent marker and that would be great. Be sure to remember to take these with you when you go to your Meet Your Teacher. When you're in the class, all the information that she gives for you to take home you can put in here. And then that way you won't get them confused. When you get home, I have a wall organizer that hangs on my wall above my desk. I have it labeled with the children's name. First of all, to help me remember to put it back in its slot and to recognize that it's missing, because the children often refer to these folders throughout the year, especially if they have reading lists, projects that are due in 6 to 9 weeks, and several other things that they would need to refer to, maybe extra credit or something like that. So these are special documents that pertain to the child and to the specific class. So if I see that it's missing, then I know somebody has borrowed their folder and they need to return it. Through the year, you will also get things like a vision screening, a hearing screening. Maybe you'll even get results for their math and their reading scores. And these are things that you might want to keep handy when you get ready to go to your parent-teacher conference. So when we get home, I put these all in their little folders. At the end of the year, I can either reuse this folder and label it, or I can buy a second one that is of the same color, mark it for the next school year, and take the one from the previous year and file it in a memory box for them to refer to. In this, I might keep notes from their teachers that bragged on them for having good conduct, or special letters that came from their friends throughout the year, or letters that they've written to me, or things that are special that they might want to look back on. It's certainly not very thick, so we're not going to be keeping everything, but it's the important things that when they look back and want to remember kindergarten, they might want the picture of their kindergarten teacher, maybe some of their best friends that they played with on the playground, and maybe a handwriting sample. And I'll tell you another little secret that I do, and that is I always try to keep a few documents of failing grades, poor effort, or bad conduct reports. And the reason that I do that is because I don't want them giving my grandchildren the impression that they were perfect in kindergarten. So I plan to pull these documents back out and show my grandchildren that their mom or dad probably didn't have the best handwriting sample in kindergarten, nor did they make all perfect scores on their multiplication quizzes either. And this is just a way to help us all remember that we're in progress and that we're all getting there. We're just doing it in different levels and in different areas of strength. I hope that these tips are helpful for you, and when you go to Meet the Teacher, I hope you enjoy your class, get to know all your parents that you'll be with this year, and that you'll have a great year. Having a plan for where you're going to put all your documents that come from your teacher and the school is just one small step to helping everything in your home come to order. Thanks.